Hey guys, how's it going? It's Jewel Tolentino here. Alright, so welcome back to the auretmusic channel. My name is Jewel and I am Auret's business partner. So I usually do all the video stuff for her on this channel. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys how I edited her lyric video for her song Masterpiece in Camtasia. Alright, so this is the lyric video that I'm talking about, and this song was released on Spotify. I'm just going to play a little bit of this lyric video so you guys can understand what I'm talking about, and then I'm going to show you how I did it.
Just imagine the uniform is dead. We're so damn busy to realize that we're the artist of our lives. Something beautiful and profound, unlimited, infinitive, and unbound. Don't like the pen, the brush, hush the haters, blow the dust. Let go of what you think you know and just breathe. Make it a masterpiece.
Alright, so that is a portion of the lyric video. If you want to watch the whole thing, I will have a link down below. And you can also do this song on Spotify as well. You guys can stream it on Spotify. Alright, so we are here in Camtasia, and this is the editing software that I used to edit this lyric video. And you can see I have the whole timeline here, and you can see all the stuff that's happening in the actual video. So before I even dive into it, let me show you how I gathered everything to create this video. So the first thing that I needed was these video assets. So you need like a stock free video that's playing in the background. I mean, it could actually be you if you already have video footage of you, but for a lyric video for that we wanted to create for Auret, we didn't have any footage of her specifically. And also I wanted a specific feel to the song. You can hear that the song is very like, not eerie, but it's got sort of like a chill vibe and like a flowing thing happening. So that's why I found these clips on YouTube to use in Auret's lyric video. Now these were copyright free, free stock footage, and if you just click on some of them here, you'll see this was that part there when it goes all crazy in the song. And I downloaded about 5 from this YouTuber, and I just manipulated them throughout the whole video. I used parts of them and then I merged them with other parts. So it's not like I just took these 5 clips and then put them back to back together. They're actually chopped up and then stitched together. But if you don't want to do that and you just want to take an easier route, you can just find one video that you can have in your background and just have that play while you have the lyrics going. So if you head over to YouTube, you can actually find a lot of free stock footage to use in your videos that are completely free to use. So all I do is type in free stock footage. Now if I'm looking for something specific, I'm going to state what the stock footage is. So if I'm looking for like free stock footage of snowing, you know, or free stock footage beaches, then you would add that in there. Now to find these clips, I actually typed in free stock footage, water, liquid, paint, ink, until I found the set that you see there. So as you can see, when you type in free stock footage into YouTube, a whole bunch of free things are going to pop up. And if you like something, click on it. I'm using this one as an example here. This was some paint. I was debating using this one, but I wasn't feeling the colors of the neon green and the blue. I didn't think that it matched with the vibe of the song, and there was only one of these clips, and I wanted many different kinds of clips. So that's why I went with the other set. But yeah, as you can see, like this is a cool, you know, kind of stock footage, and you can scroll down in the description, and most of the time people will say that you can use this for free. So you'll see here, right here, looking for an HD quality royalty free video. This is free for commercial use, and there's no attribution required. So there are some people that don't even require you to put recognition, i.e. like their socials or their YouTube channel link. But sometimes they do, and you usually can use it for free, and you just put their link. The directions will say in the description, and you can see here it says download the footage here at Pixabay. So I'll open that. So this person has their clip here, and then you can easily download it from Pixabay. So once you have your free stock footage, you want to head over back to Camtasia, and that's going to be the first layer of your video project. So this right here, as you can see, this video is the layer. This is the video footage that I stitched together to create one long video that fits the entire song. So now for the lyrics, before we get started on the lyrics, to make this easier, you need to put the lyrics on like a document where you can copy and paste from. So here, I've got the lyrics to Auret's song Masterpiece. Now she laid it all out. She did it really nice here for me, and I could literally just go through and just copy and paste each line. And trust me, it's gonna make it a lot easier because lyric videos do take some time to edit because you are literally putting in each line, and in some cases people are putting it word by word, which takes even longer, but it is a time-consuming edit, so prepping all these things beforehand is going to make it a lot easier. So now that we have the lyrics here, all I started to do was place the lyrics on the timeline. So this beginning part is just the song name, and then it was, you know, by Auret, and then I went here into the actual lyrics. So I'll just play a little bit.
Hello, are you mellow? Just going through the motions, drowning in blue, 'cause you drank their potion. Well, I know.
Alright, so I literally had my headphones on, and this is a very tedious thing to do, and I played the song, and as soon as I heard the first line, I'm going to start putting the text on there. So I went over to the text area here, and I pulled one of these text down, and then I went over here, copied it, and then from here you can be stylistic. So you can, for here we did no capitals, and then we put it all on one line, and then we changed the font. And so I play it,
Hello, are you mellow?
and then I stop it, right? And then she starts going into the other line.
Going.
So it's already partly into that, so you can see that the break was right here. Now, when I'm doing this initial first run, I'm not placing the text anywhere specific. All I want to do in the first run of going through the song is just getting all the lyrics down on the videos. I'm not adding any stylistic things. I'm not adding any behaviors. As you see here, you can see there's like an action behavior happening. I'm not doing that until I have all of the lyrics down on the project. I do that so that I can save myself time, because if I'm trying to rearrange something here, and then I've got that, and then I go and do this line over here, and then I decide, no wait, no I don't want that, and then I'm ending up going back and forth and back and forth. I just want to go one way through, track down all the lyrics, and then come back and start doing stylistic things, and I usually do them all together. So like I said, once I've gone through and I put all of the lyrics down, I've not done any stylistic things, then I come back and then I work on the font. So what kind of font do I want? And we wanted something that was going to be bold and clear because this kind of footage it's complex. Like there's many different textures and things happening. So we wanted a very big, bright, thick font so that people could read the lyrics easily. And it is a lyric video, so we want people to be able to read it. So once I go over and I've gone through and I chose the font, I change all of the text to that font. And then, so as you can see, I'm doing these things in layers. And then I will work on the size. So I start off always with the first line of text and I play around, okay, what's the size of everything that's going to be? And I just play around with it. And then okay, I like this size. I want all the letters to be this size. So I go in and I highlight everything and then I make it the same size. And then after I've done the size, then that's when the stylistic things start to happen. So I'm just going to delete this one here. So that's when I start deciding whether the text is going to be in one line, if I'm going to separate some words. That's where the kind of the final portion of where things are going to be placed on the project happens. So you can see here that I start off with this line here and it's in one line, and then here I chose to have the text at the bottom of the screen. And because the background is like a flowing liquid ink thing, I wanted the text to move around because I also wanted them to see the different parts of the ink. So you can see in this portion here that I added a behavior, and also the way that she's singing, I listened to that and I spaced the letters accordingly, the words accordingly. So I'll play it here.
Drowning in blue, 'cause you drank their potion.
So you can hear that she's saying each thing separately, drowning in blue, 'cause you drank their potion. So that's why I separated it in three like this, and I didn't want it in one line going across. And same thing with this line here.
With love and passion, just imagine the uniform is dead.
So because there was so much text here, also I separated it just by the way that she was singing it, and I did what's called an alignment here. So you can see that the alignment is align right, I believe. All your text is going to line up here on the right, and it kind of looks like it's wrapping around in the corner here. So I go through, depending on each line, and I place things accordingly. And no text generally is in the same spot. They're generally moving. And in this spot here, if you want to do a lyric video where it's like word for word, you can do it like this. It is going to take a long time. So I'll play this part here. So she sings that a certain way, so I thought it would be cool to just have a single word come up on the screen while she's singing it. So here you can see that each one is a lot shorter, and this part obviously took longer than doing a regular this part because you have to literally do it for each word and you have to play it over and over. So I would play it.
Unlimited.
So she says unlimited and ends right there. And then right after that, she's saying infinitive. So I matched the length of each word accordingly here, and this is what it would look like on the timeline. And then for this part here, because she's doing a thing where she's like, just breathe, and so we wanted the screen to go black, and then have the lyrics make it a masterpiece, and then go back into the regular visuals. I'll play it here.
Let go of what you think you know and just breathe. Make it a masterpiece.
So that was all done on purpose because she's doing like Just Breathe, and then it fades out to a darkness, and then we have here Make It a Masterpiece because that's the name of the song and that's the whole feature. So that's why this text is actually two separate texts, as you can see. This one's different from this one, so we had to use two different fonts. And we do that, we sprinkle these throughout the song here as she's singing it. And then I just go along and follow the same way through, grabbing the lyrics, just copying and pasting, and it makes it a lot easier because if you do not have this and you have to just go by your ear and just type it out as you hear it, it's going to take a lot longer. And this edit, just this lyric part probably took, like, for me, and I use Camtasia all the time, it took me about maybe 5 hours or so, but that's like I just sat there just doing it straight through. It might take you longer, and for me that's a lot longer because usually when I edit the tutorials, they're very quick, less than an hour because they're very structured. But because something like this is very creative, it's going to take a lot longer. So be prepared to spend, 5 to 8 hours, maybe even longer, depending on how long your song is, how complicated the lyrics are, and how intricate you want to make the lyrics. For me, because the background was already really cool with the whole ink and stuff, I wanted the text to be really simple and easy to read. I wanted people to listen to the song but also see the cool visuals that were happening because I feel it matches the song very well.
Cheer up, babe, I got you. Don't try to hide, 'cause what
If you listen to the song, it's the type of song where you put your headphones on and you just chill out and close your eyes. That's the kind of feel that I wanted when you watch this video. So make sure that when you're choosing the visuals that you match it to this song, because if this was like a completely different song, like her other song Cleopatra, like this wouldn't work for Cleopatra. And you can see I do the same thing here because she's saying the same lines. And then I just go throughout the whole thing and just go in and add the lyrics. And then you can go in and add, you can see this masterpiece here. This has a behavior on it. So these are the behaviors, and you can choose to animate. Behaviors are actually animations. They're just pre-made by Camtasia. And the behavior that I have here is called pulsate, this one right here. And so I use that specifically just on the word masterpiece.
make it a masterpiece.
Because it's kind of the feature of the whole song. So there are certain creative pieces that I do to only certain parts. I didn't want to put a behavior on every single thing, maybe in a future lyric video, but for this one specifically, we only wanted it on the word masterpiece. So that is basically how I did the whole lyric video, and then here at the end, I've got the ending. And then we've got the, by Auret there, and then it just kind of just fades out. So that's how I did the lyric video, and it did take a while, I'm not gonna lie. Together with working with the background here, finding everything, it's probably at least a couple days of combined editing hours. And it's very typical, that kind of timeline when you're working on something has no structure really. It's completely creative and there's endless possibilities, so you're constantly tweaking things. But it's really cool because then you end up like with a really crazy cool lyric video like this. So let me just zoom out on everything here. This is the whole lyric video. This is what it looks like. And that's how I edited Auret's lyric video masterpiece in Camtasia. If you guys like these kinds of videos, I have a 9+ hour Camtasia course showing you everything I know in Camtasia. I've been using Camtasia since 2011. I've been through thousands of video edits and I continuously use the software every day. So that's why I created this course to help you guys out who are just starting out. And even if you're already very familiar with Camtasia, I'm often creating a lot of new techniques that I find out while I'm doing my own projects. So you guys can check that out in the description below. I have 2 months free access to that, and you can literally go through that 2 months and watch the entire course. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And make sure to check out Auret's song on Masterpiece on Spotify.